Hello and welcome to Community Distance Reiki. I'm Danielle Stimpson of Learn Reiki Philadelphia, and I cannot wait to share some healing vibes with you. If you are new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. And if you're watching this on the replay, know that you will have just as fun and healing a time as if you were here live. But if you would like to join me live, go ahead and click the description. You'll see all the days and times that I'm here taking requests to build a crystal grid and then sending Reiki to everyone, everywhere. Also, I teach online Reiki classes. I have social media, a Discord, and a crystal shop. All that good stuff is linked in the description as well. So let's go ahead and check in with everyone here. If you are here live, I encourage you to go ahead and click on the live chat button. Go ahead and make any healing requests that you have, whether that's a special crystal you want to work with, or if it's just a specific type of healing you're looking to work on, let me know and I'll pick some crystals just for you. We'll start everything off by building a crystal grid by all of your requests. After a brief break around the half-hour point, I'll quickly explain what Reiki is for those who may be unfamiliar, and then we'll go right into turning the music up, turning the lights down, and just laying back, enjoying, and feeling so much better. So thank you so much for being here. I'm going to go ahead into the chat, see who we have here and what requests we have. And yeah, who's here? Oh, hey! Full house already! So good to see everybody. Korakar, good to see you. Good to see you again. Future someone, good to see you again. Grace, Vincent, welcome back, everybody. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so let's see, I missed some here. Let me pull this back. Road opening. Intentions are road opening, success, honors, and riches. And for crystals, we have citrine, topaz, cat's eye, herkimer diamond, and aventurine. Oh, hi, Jen. I just saw you pop in, too. I don't know that I have any topaz, unfortunately. Cat's eye, do you mean like chrysoberyl, or do you mean like selenite? I'm not sure. I don't think I have any. I don't have any chrysoberyl. Making wise plans and following through on them, and finances. Worry. Okay. And I remember some of your requests from earlier today. Good stuff. And Vincent, I have the perfect stone for that. So let's see. I've got some chrysoprase. We're going to get out the herkimer by request. Obsidian, leopardskin, jasper, garnet. Okay. Black obsidian or another color? I also have mahogany obsidian and snowflake obsidian. There we go, black obsidian. Okay, cool. Thank you. Heart, welcome in. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. I hope your daughter's doing well. Road opening, success, honors, riches, and worry. Road opening. I'm going to think about that one. Okay, let's go into building the grid together. Yeah, we can absolutely include your daughter tonight. Oh, good. Your headache felt better. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Turquoise, blue tiger eye, or pyrite. Do have some blue tiger eye. So we'll bring that out. I just got a piece recently. Awesome. Black or snowflake. I've got black obsidian here. So let's go ahead over to the grid. Okay, here we are. Blank slate. Let's see. I'm feeling... Let's do the swirl. We've pretty much started using copper as a mainstay in all of our grids. Copper, just as it moves electricity, it tends to move energy like Reiki, and it's been working really well. So let's see. Black obsidian, it's great for so many things. It's super protective. It helps with digestive upset. It's excellent for working with animals and pets. So bring you in here. You want riches too? Yeah, let's bring on all the riches. Let's find some money stones. Let's see. I'm going to put the chrysoprase and the garnet together for sure. So we have garnet by request from future someone, and for Vincent for, following through, getting things done. This is also a good one for just sort of a disappointment along the road too. It's good for all of those things. This is, sorry about that. This is chrysoprase. It's like beautiful, like candy apple kind of green. Any kind of opals? I've got opal. I've got fire opal. So chrysoprase, as I was saying, this is like it's one that helps us take a minute and reflect on all the work we've already gotten done so that we can take a deep breath and stay on course. It's excellent for moving through all the stages of like a multi-step goal. Wonderful for that. So chrysoprase indeed. And like I said, it's one that I use a lot for when folks are trying to get started again after disappointment. Actually, make room for some more crystals for sure. Let's keep it we can always add more. Garnet will really help. I don't know, I feel like they do want to come in. We'll put them in. Chrysoprase is amazing. It's one of my favorites too. Garnet is one that works well with it for that purpose. So garnet is everything we would think about the Capricorn. It's all about coming up with a plan and getting all the different things done. It's a lot of leadership in this stone. Lots and lots of leadership. Yeah, that looks better. That feels better. I make my grids intuitively, so sometimes there's some moving about as I make them. Okay. There we go. Yep. All about staying on task, being organized on our way forward, being a leader. Lapis, chrysocolla, sapphire, turquoise. I don't have turquoise. Gotta get some turquoise. It's really hard to find in the last few years. Lapis, chrysocolla, sapphire. I do have lapis, chrysocolla, and sapphire. Herkimer is wonderful for manifestation, getting us there, connecting with our guides, connecting with our higher wisdom to kind of hear our guides. I feel like it's one that can act as like a touchstone as we move forward with spiritual purpose, which I really love this with chrysocolla. So I'm going to absolutely use them together. Chrysocolla is all about encouragement on your spiritual purpose. This is all about soul's purpose work. So encouragement along the path for spiritual work. Also just sort of being able to hear that guidance that connects you with it. So one of those, like if you're struggling with a decision and you're like, am I holding back on this decision because some part of me knows it's not in my best interest, or because I just don't want to do it, or some fear is holding me back. Like what's there? This is one that will help keep you from going down a path that isn't in your best alignment and your best highest good. And I love it for that. This actually is closely related to turquoise. They're mined pretty close together. They're mined very close to copper. Actually, I wanted to put those there. Disconnecting from the energy of others. Tiny raw diamonds, nice. Gotcha. Along with our chrysocolla. Yeah, you can get diamonds, and especially some of the different colored diamonds, and if there's inclusions and things, like the prices can be all over the place. Yeah, here's some sapphire. This is raw sapphire. These are not anywhere near as costly as like the polished gem quality sapphire. And same as with diamonds. In fact, black diamonds that were like super popular a few years ago, those are actually the diamonds that diamond cutters or lapidaries, like diamond cutters, would use to cut the diamonds. One, they can see because it's black. Two, they had no real value because they were black diamonds and they weren't in fashion. So yeah, you can thank De Beers for the fact that diamonds are very expensive and sought after. They have the whole marketing from the 1920s on to make it like the American bridal thing, and they make money off of every diamond sale. It's kind of ridiculous. Yeah. Spinel, I don't have either. Wow, I love that you guys are getting into the really obscure ones. Seriously. Okay, so sapphire, fantastic for connecting with spirits, guides, mediumship, channeling, messages from the other side. It can be ungrounding if you work with it without some grounding stones. We definitely have some grounding stones in the garnet and in the black onyx, and we'll have some more. Yeah, sapphire is just all about like third eye and crown. It's the ultimate mediumship stone. I feel like I want to add more. Yeah, chocolate diamond earrings. Chocolate diamonds are so pretty. Speaking of connecting with guides, my goodness, we've got some leopardskin jasper. Also, heart, you had mentioned, things seem really chaotic. I'm going to do, for as many as possible anyway, the upcoming hearings that we're having in the US. I'll be going live with a healing stream after each of those. Go ahead and subscribe with notifications so that you get an alert when I go live. Because we always know when the hearings are going to start, but we never quite know when they're going to end. So, but yeah, this way we have some place to go because we need somewhere to ground and feel better. Leopardskin jasper is all about connecting with our guides, particularly lower world guides. Depends on what type of shamanic work you do, like how your cosmology works, but essentially like animal spirits, for example, leopard skin. Yeah, this is for connecting with animal spirits, and for some folks, quite a few of their ancestors. Kind of depends. So yeah, this is a great stone for connecting with our animal spirits. That's a beautiful definition of sapphire Korokar. Oh, so beautiful. Focus and calm the mind, enhancing creativity, promoting purity. Pink sapphire. Sapphire comes in as many colors as a stone can come in. Really, it's kind of wild. I do have Hawkeye here, but I'm gonna look up somebody else's meanings for it because I really want the input. Lapis. Lapis is a stone of very grounded insight. I mean, it's definitely one of It's definitely one of connecting with intuitive awareness. I mean, there's pyrite in it, but here, it's been sacred for hundreds, probably thousands of years. Well, definitely thousands of years. The Egyptians worked with it. You can go to churches in Eastern Europe and it's part of the altars. It's been used in so many different things. It is very much about connecting with spirit, getting the divine wisdom and guidance, and then delivering that and speaking it. Where I feel like this is another good one for mediums, as it's much more grounding than the energy of something like a sapphire would be. At the same time, it's like protective as well as opening it in that intuition in a very deep and profound way. It's a little bit more of an advanced kind of stone in that regard. So let's go ahead and put some lapis in here. I'm gonna put this. Let's put that here and here. And the gold flecks are pyrite. And pyrite in and of itself is wonderful for helping to ground intuition, but also bring those messages through. This is one it's helpful in grounding your psychic stuff, so you can make it more controllable, comfortable. Oh, Jen, I am in. Count me in. I will even pitch in for the gas money on that. Absolutely. Amethyst, you got it. The grid does look very oceanic. Yes, we can do some amethyst. We're going to do some grounding stones too in here. Need a little bit more. Yeah, all sapphire is really just something else. It's just astounding. It always reminds me too, especially this blue, because it's like kind of like a grayish blue. See this shape that it grows in? Like, this is not cut this shape, it grew this shape. It reminds me of the basalt. It always reminds me of the basalt. And the basalt in like around the UK and stuff, they're just coming up out of the ground. It's super hard stone, like sapphires. And it's the old legends were that the gods had pushed it up. There was like a whole legend around it, which somebody here probably knows better than me. But at the same time, thinking back to our ancestors, what they could have thought these came from, they didn't look like they just grew or formed. Ambassador, I have never been there. So this is amethyst, and I also have this kind of chevron amethyst here, which is really great for connecting with spirit. Amethyst is all of the things that it can really help us to start to take responsibility for ourselves in all of the really great ways. Like when we're doing boundary work, this can go along side by side with that. It's used a lot with things like sobriety and 12-step, because it's about, you know, changing the things that you have control over and letting go of the things that you cannot change and that you don't have control over, and starting to come into your own there. It's a lot of spiritual mastery. So yeah, and chevron amethyst can help connect and send messages to spirit. It can work as a transmitter. Well, Jen is our neighbor, so talk to Jen. So I'm gonna put some amethyst here. Maybe we'll have to do a Learn Reiki Philadelphia field trip. See if they'll give us a guided tour or something. That'd be so cool. That would be awesome. Thank you. You do need to come to Philly. It's great. We know all the places to get all the good food. Awesome, awesome. So let's see, did I leave anyone out? Ah, you have to have business account. Okay, great. I can set that up. Not a problem. Well, I will go on the trip, and I will bring back goodies for y'all. Thank you. I'm glad the grid looks beautiful. Thank you, Susan. I'm glad you're here. Let's see what feels like it would be grounding. I know. Jennifer had mentioned opal. Didn't do citrine or aventurine yet, thank you. This is fire opal. I only have the one piece, so I will put it here. And for grounding in the center, because we really need some grounding on this grid. Let's see, there we go. Right in the center there. Bamboo jasper. As you can see, it kind of looks bamboo-ish. Bamboo jasper is seriously grounding. Ah, heck yeah, this feels so nice. So citrine and aventurine, and then I'm picking the stones that you vote from. Yeah, business accounts are usually just pretty straightforward for that too. Yeah, I have that with no problem. There's another place I know that if you don't, I'll reach out to you, a place that does like packaging and stuff. Packaging and displays and jewelry making stuff that only does house accounts on Jewelers Row. So if you don't know about them, I'll make sure you do. Yeah, this was a gift from Janie, speaking of Jewelers Row. I used to have my business, my healing business on Jewelers Row in Philadelphia for a long time. Yeah, that was a gift from Janie. I was helping her move out of Jewelers Row and this slid out from under a counter and she was like, I'm over it, you can keep it. I'm like, okay, thank you. So citrine, beautiful natural citrine. This is wonderful to call in financial abundance, financial opportunities, and just opportunity in general. So I'm putting it near the amethyst because they actually come up together. Citrine is amethyst that spent its time underground forming, at some point was exposed to a significant amount of heat for an extended period of time. And that's what gives it the orange hue as opposed to the purple. Ametrine is actually elements of both. You're welcome. Yep, Hannah's, they're awesome. And let's see, so now I have to pick some stones. Oh, and the tiger eye, well, hawk eye. This is a raw piece. So you know that we have tiger eye, and you know that we often here use the red tiger eye, which has iron in it, hence red. This has elements of blue in it, and hence it's called hawk eye, so it's gold and blue. I'm going to look up what other folks do with this stone, and where do I want to put you? Ooh, that was graceful. Put you right here, and I'll put something else right here. Oh, cool. Oh, cool, Jen. And let's see, maybe you fit here? Oh, you do. I always felt like Hawkeye gave me extra protection and perception, both of which are, qualities that Tiger Eye have, but I feel like it gave me extra perception and connection to more intuitive awareness, like laser focused like a hawk. They have excellent eyesight. Curious to see if anyone else has anything written about them. Every other kind, but yeah, none there either. Yeah, I guess we'll just go with how I use it. Yeah, like I said, Tiger Eye has this gift of helping us see all the disparate pieces kind of coming together. It's considered a researcher stone. It helps us see the patterns and the little pieces in a lot of disparate information. Hawk Eye gives us like laser focus to exactly what we're looking for, and also can help bring us to the eye of what we need to say and also what we need to do. So it's almost like a big target or bullseye of what we need to do. Let's check one more. Aha! I found a definition. Ooh, this is interesting. Represents the South on many Indigenous Americans' medicine wheels, and known as the stone of the wise ancestors. So very much in line with like the leopardskin jasper. And in Celtic myth, Merlin is said to take the shape of a hawk to travel swiftly. And the magical hawk is said to have acquired his wisdom before the beginning of the world and taught the poetic arts to the Druids. So it's sacred to the Celts as well. And that's from Cassandra Eason's Healing Crystals. I always love to have the lore. Okay, so now I need to pick, yeah, congratulations, Jen. Congratulations. And by the way, Jennifer has her own YouTube channel. You should totally subscribe to that. She's a Reiki master grad of mine. Super proud. Super proud. More cool West Philly peoples. Okay, let's see where else. What else can we put in here? So I'm going to pick a couple of things that might be helpful, and I'm going to have you vote, and then I'm going to explain what Reiki is, and then we're going to get into the healing. So let's see. Okay, so I've got the choice for you: rutilated smoky quartz and rutilated quartz here together. Smoky quartz is deeply protective, very grounding. Rutilated quartz sends the energy exactly where it needs to go. It helps replenish our energy and kind of give us back our vitality, especially if we've just gotten over being sick. Calms the mind, helps to relieve stress, and overall just a wonderful stone of helping to move energy where it needs to go, especially in conjunction with smoky quartz, which helps move energy blockages. So excellent stones for Reiki or anything else. The other that's great. Look at you. I'm so happy for you. Keep it up. You need to finish Shamanic Reiki level 2 and then Mastery. That's amazing. Keep it going. Keep it going. Watching you grow is just like such a beautiful thing. I just get to sit back and watch. Grace is also Reiki Master grad of mine. It's true. A lot of my students in the chat tonight. The other choice is shungite. Grounding, purifying, helps to clear energy out. It's actually used in a lot of water filters, so that's its natural quality and also its energetic quality as well. I love that it's this deep black, and it just helps absorb the toxins and different things that are naturally in water that we might not want, some of the natural elements, some of the man-made things that are added, but also it helps to just sort of wick away what we no longer need, and it is highly protective. So go ahead and vote between the two that you like. Continue for sure having your convo in the chat, and If you haven't already, go ahead and like the stream so that other folks will hear about me. And I'm going to quickly explain what Reiki is all about to those of you who are unfamiliar with the concept. And I'm really excited to hear more about that, Jen. I'm going to come right back, so chat amongst yourselves as you are. So as I mentioned at the top of the hour, I'm Danielle Stimpson, and I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia. And this is community distance Reiki. There are several concepts at play here. The key one is Reiki, which translates to spiritually guided life force energy. And the concept of this energy itself, the Reiki, is more or less a description of the energy. The practice that we see most often in the West gets it's been synonymized with that word. They basically have come to mean the same thing. The style that I work with most is known as Usui Reiki, but as we're seeing in the chat, there's some awesome conversations going on about other methods as well, like shamanic Reiki and things like that, all of which are awesome. The energy itself is distinctly different from the practice, and if you go to Japan, most people work with this energy all the time. It's something that is thought everyone has access to and connection with, and it's just something everyone can work with if they want to, if they're aware of it. And I feel very much the same. I feel that this is an energy that helps support us on every level. It's flowing through all of us right now. Everyone and everything has energy. We all are our own energy fields, and yet we have many different energies flowing through all of us at the same time. And one of them is this spiritually guided life energy. The concept of the practice of working with it, whichever one you happen to work with, would be essentially connecting with that energy in an intentional way and directing more of it to anyone who would like to receive it, which ultimately just supports the body, the mind, and the spirit to come into a better sense of balance, fills in any gaps or voids where we need to be replenished, helps to gently support us as we let go of energy that we no longer need, and it allows us to come into a better sense of balance and vibrancy in any way that feels right to us in that moment. And Reiki always will be utilized by our highest good, be utilized by our body, mind, and spirit in the way that most makes sense and the biggest difference for us in that moment. So every session will be a little bit different as far as how you experience it. You might have more emotional connections to it. You may feel it more physically in your body. You may have intuitive experiences. You may simply fall asleep and have an amazing nap. Any and all of these things are beautiful, and I encourage you to see how it shows up for you today. Go ahead and get comfortable, whether you're sitting up, laying down, moving around, it doesn't matter. You can simply relax, close your eyes, and there'll be lots of music for you to chill out to. If you would like to include this Reiki time with something else that feels meaningful to you, like journaling or yoga, or anything else for that matter, go right ahead. This time is for you to take care of yourself in a way that resonates in your heart. I'm honored that you're here to share that with me, and I'm honored to share this energy with you today. And at the end of the roughly half-hour session, you'll hear my voice come in, and I'll invite you to take a deep breath in and out. I'll give you a few moments to come back, and I'll reopen the chat and ask if you have any questions or anything to share whatsoever. If you're experiencing this at home or you want to set another intention during the session, just bring it to mind and let it go. You don't need to focus on anything, and you don't need to keep a silent mind. Although you can if you want to. If you feel like your mind is running away from you or you're not quite sure, just take a deep breath in and out and kind of come to a gentle reset. It works really well if you get distracted too. During the sending, I will turn up the music and turn down the lights. You'll notice that the lights gently cycle through many different colors, but at no point will they flash or strobe, so you're good there. So without any further ado, and also in the description, if you didn't already, there is all of the same days and times of each week that I go live. In addition, right now I'll be going live after the hearings here in the US. So go ahead and like with the notifications on so you'll be notified when I go live. If you want to learn more about online Reiki classes with me or my community Discord, social media, any of that great stuff, all in the description below. Thank you so much for being here, and let's get into some healing. So let's see what we decided on. Both. It's always both. And I love that. I love it. Yeah, there was a couple of big website hacks today, like different host hacks today. So it might not be just them, but like a lot of people. Let's see. Oh, let's do this. Let's put the quartzes here, shungite here. I'm also going to bring in some black tourmaline. We're going to go a little bit past 9 o'clock, so we're going to go for about 25 minutes. So go a little bit over the 9 o'clock time, just in case anyone's running late for anything. We've got some black tourmaline. Go. That'll just help keep negativity away too, and also help with the grounding. I love this grid. This is like amazing. This is so powerful. So everybody get nice and cozy. I'm so glad we're all having such a great conversation and that we're all trading ideas and thoughts and wisdom on trainings, because we all need to just sort of spread our spiritual wings, don't we? And this is a grid of helping us do that. So way to come together and use that communal chi to the greatest good of everyone. And that's definitely part of this. The concept of communal chi that we use in community distance Reiki is that the more of us come together with the same or similar intention, the greater the energy available to everyone. So it's like it exponentially magnifies the potential of what can happen the more people come together with a similar intention. So I'm not surprised at all that you guys are like, oh, I want to be more on my spiritual path. Me too. Who knows it, but who knows a thing? I do. Yeah, that's absolutely the kind of vibe that you've built tonight. Thank you for being a part of that and for helping build this space. Thank you, future someone. This grid is beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead, turn up the music, turn down the lights, and send some healing to all of you wherever and whenever you happen to be, because Reiki flows through everyone, everywhere, and time and space are just a construct. Doesn't matter where or when you happen to be watching this. And yeah, I'll see you all in just shy of a half an hour, okay? Enjoy your session, and thank you for being here. you now to take a deep breath and out. Slowly allow yourself the chance to come back. Thank you so much for being a part of this event tonight. It was a beautiful opportunity to share this energy with all of you. I hope you have a beautiful weekend. As always, I'll be back here Sunday at 8 p.m. If you have any questions or anything to share, please go ahead and pop that in the chat. Oh, I'm so glad you feel better, Grace. Thank you. You're so welcome. You too. Have a beautiful night and a beautiful weekend, Grace. Feel better. Keep feeling better. Good to see you. This was a beautifully intense grid this evening. So different than the grid we did at 4 o'clock, even though we're so many of the same folks that came out. Thank you all again so much for the opportunity to share this healing with all of you. Again, I'll be back Sunday night. All the information about online classes with me, all the classes for this summer are up. You can go ahead and check out the description, as well as all my social media, the Discord, all that good stuff is there. And I'll be popping on to give some healing, send some healing after each of the hearings as we move through that. I know that's going to be a series around this month and then again in September. So definitely, if you want to pop in for that, we always know when they're going to start, but we never know quite when they're going to end. So I suggest you click for notifications, or just go ahead and pop by the channel after the hearings, probably within about 15-20 minutes of them ending, I'll pop on. Thank you all so much. You may have been napping. I think we all were. Oh, thank you so much, Heart. That's so sweet. Yeah, I'm teaching Reiki 1 this weekend. I can't wait. Oh yeah, night everyone, and thank you, future someone. Thank you, Heart. Thank you, Jennifer. Be in touch about that field trip. Yeah, sometimes we're in the zone. Sometimes that sleeping is just the rise of the theta brainwaves within the mind that brings up the hypnagogic imagery, which is all that dreamlike stuff. And sometimes I don't know if I'm awake or asleep, and does it matter? Thank you all very, very much. I will definitely see you Sunday night, and I will see you all sometime Monday. And I hope you all have a beautiful weekend until then. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you soon, okay? Bye for now.